Welcome, seekers of truth, to another journey into the world's deepest religious mysteries and ancient secrets. When we speak of secret orders shaping history, the Illuminati usually dominates the global conversation. But 2,000 years before those Western groups emerged, a much more powerful and hidden brotherhood was born. Founded by an ancient emperor, they did not seek global power, but aimed to hide weapons of total destruction. They are the 9 unknown men. Today, we open their forbidden archive to uncover what they have kept hidden. Deep within the shadows of the ancient Maurya Empire, a group of scholars stood as silent guardians of the world. Their mission was clear and heavy: to preserve knowledge that could either advance humanity or burn it to ashes. To understand the birth of this Eastern Illuminati, we must travel back to the 3rd century before the Common Era, a time when a vast empire covered the Indian subcontinent, ruled by a man who would change history forever. He was Ashoka the Great, a warrior king whose ambition for absolute power knew no bounds and no mercy. His thirst for expansion led him to the borders of Kalinga, the final kingdom resisting his imperial dominance. The clash was inevitable, and the scale of the upcoming slaughter would redefine the fate of human civilization. But behind the military might of the Mauryan throne lay a much darker realization about the power of science. If a ruler possessed the secrets of the universe, would they use it for peace or for total global enslavement? This philosophical question became the foundation for the most mysterious scientific society ever known to man. 9 chosen men, 9 hidden books, and a vow of silence that has lasted for over 2,000 years. The story begins on the blood-soaked fields of Kalinga, where a king first looked into the abyss of his own soul. The year was 261 before the Common Era, and the river Daya ran red with human blood. 100,000 warriors lay dead in the mud, while thousands more were dragged into a life of slavery. Ashoka stood amidst the carnage, his golden armor splattered with the filth and gore of his massive victory. As he walked through the fields of the dead, the screams of the dying echoed in his ears like a divine curse. A sudden and violent awakening shattered his mind, making him realize that his glory was built on a mountain of bones. The conquest of Kalinga was complete, but the spirit of the great King Ashoka was utterly and permanently broken. He looked at his blood-stained sword and saw not a symbol of power, but a tool of senseless and infinite tragedy. The emperor turned away from the path of violence, seeking refuge in the peaceful teachings of the great Buddha. He embraced the concept of ahimsa, or non-violence, vowing to rule his vast empire through dharma and compassion. But Ashoka was also a pragmatic genius who understood that a new kind of threat was looming on the horizon. He realized that human intelligence was growing faster than human morality, creating a dangerous and deadly gap. Ancient texts spoke of terrifying weapons from the gods, capable of wiping out entire cities in a single flash. If these scientific secrets fell into the hands of an ambitious and wicked man, humanity would surely perish. To protect the future, Ashoka knew he had to hide the most dangerous knowledge from the eyes of the public. He summoned 9 of the most brilliant minds in his empire, men whose wisdom was matched only by their loyalty. In a secret ceremony deep within the palace of Pataliputra, the Society of the 9 Unknown Men was formed. Each man was given a single book containing a specific branch of advanced science that was forbidden to the world. They swore to guard these secrets with their lives, passing them down to only 9 worthy successors in every age. The legacy of Ashoka transitioned from a visible empire of stone to an invisible empire of pure and lethal mind. If you held the power to destroy the world, to save your own people, would you hide it or would you use it? The first volume held by the Brotherhood was perhaps the most dangerous of all: the science of psychological warfare. It contained the secrets of how to manipulate mass opinion and control the collective will of an entire nation. Ashoka believed that if people could be controlled through their minds, the need for physical wars would vanish forever. But this knowledge also allowed for total tyranny, where the subjects would love their chains without ever knowing it. The second and third books focused on the biological machine, the human body, and the invisible world of microbes. Ancient rumors suggest these scholars mastered the touch of death, a technique to kill by disrupting vital energy flows. They also understood the power of pathogens, capable of creating plagues that could decimate armies within mere days. Imagine a weapon that does not strike with iron, but breathes death into the very air your enemies must inhale. This biowarfare potential was so terrifying that Ashoka ordered it to be sealed under the strictest possible lock. As the centuries passed, the 9 unknown men continued their silent work in the deepest corners of the earth. The fourth book explored the transmutation of metals, a precursor to alchemy that could destabilize global economies. If gold could be created from lead, the wealth of kings would become worthless, leading to social and political chaos. The fifth volume was dedicated to communication, exploring methods to speak with spirits and perhaps even beings from stars. But it is the sixth book that captures the imagination of modern explorers: the secrets of gravitation and physics. Hidden within these lines were the blueprints for the Vimanas, the legendary flying machines of the Vedic legends. Vedic texts describe these crafts as shining chariots that could move with the speed of thought and hover in air. Was this mere mythology, or a lost technology that the 9 unknown men have successfully hidden from history? The implications are staggering. Ancient humanity might have conquered the skies long before the Wright brothers were born, but Ashoka saw the Vimanas not as vessels for exploration, but as platforms for devastating aerial bombardments. He chose to bury the sky within the earth, ensuring that man remained grounded until he was truly ready. The seventh book held the mysteries of cosmogony, while the eighth dealt with the properties of light and optics. Some believe these optics allowed them to create weapons of concentrated light, much like a modern laser beam. The final and ninth book contained the laws of sociology, predicting the rise and fall of every human civilization. With this ultimate guide, the 9 could observe the world from the shadows, intervening only when absolutely necessary. They became the silent editors of the human script, moving pieces on the chessboard of history with invisible hands. But did they ever step out of the shadows to save us? Or have they remained indifferent to our recurring suffering? As we look at the strange coincidences of the 19th century, the legend of the 9 begins to feel very real. Could a secret organization really hold back the tide of progress for the sake of human survival and cosmic peace? In the mid-1800s, a devastating cholera epidemic swept across India, threatening to kill millions of people. Western medicine was failing, unable to stop the spread of the invisible killer that was haunting the Ganges. Then, out of nowhere, a mysterious technique for immunization appeared, seemingly leaked from an unknown source. Many historical conspiracy theorists believe this was a deliberate gift from the Society of the 9 Unknown Men. They claim the knowledge was taken directly from the third book on microbiology to prevent a total human extinction. Was this a rare moment of intervention, or just a coincidence of independent scientific discovery in colonial India? The presence of such advanced medical knowledge in ancient texts suggests that our ancestors knew more than we admit. From the streets of Pataliputra to the modern research labs of the West, the shadow of the 9 remains persistent. Some say they still meet in secret vaults beneath the Himalayas, watching our nuclear age with grave and deep concern. Others believe they have infiltrated the highest levels of global government, ensuring that the books remain closed. The line between urban legend and historical fact is blurred, leaving us with a mystery that refuses to die. If the 9 unknown men are real, they are the most successful secret society in the entire history of the world. They have achieved what the Templars and the Illuminati could not: total invisibility and absolute preservation. Their existence challenges our belief that history is a series of random events driven by politics and greed. Instead, it suggests a grand design, a protective cage built by an emperor to keep his children from burning the house. As we enter an era of artificial intelligence and genetic editing, the lessons of Ashoka are more relevant than ever. Are we finally wise enough to hold the books, or must the 9 unknown men continue to hide the truth from us? Emperor Ashoka locked away advanced science to save humanity from its own destructive and violent nature. Was this the ultimate act of mercy, or the greatest theft of human progress? Share your thoughts down below. If you enjoyed this mystery, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more hidden historical secrets. But the secrets of the 9 are only the beginning of our exploration into the hidden world of the ancients. While this brotherhood hides their forbidden wisdom, others hide an entire civilization from the eyes of the modern map. Deep within the frozen peaks of the Himalayas, rumors persist of a kingdom where time and aging have no power. Is it a spiritual dimension, or a physical fortress built by those who escaped the cycles of our chaotic history? Join us in our next episode as we climb the world's roof to find the lost kingdom. Episode 18, Shambhala,